And we're back. May winning lists. Thanks to my patrons Panda, Sproul, Yvonne, Tome, Christian Lentz, and Zed Ramirez. I'm on a mission to get 10 subscribers by 4th edition, so why not? Thanks to Wiberian for the art for the channel, Instagram below, and thanks Baronet Ice for helping the channel out. May winning lists. Okay, well there wasn't actually a ton that I found that sort of meet the criteria. My criteria for pulling these up are they have to, you know, be at least 5 rounds. They're not online. They have to have finished already. There was actually 3 or 4 that I cut out because they're happening this weekend. Or they started like yesterday or whatever. So, and they had to have at least 30 players playing. So if it was like a 12-player GT, like, you know, not super interested. So this one took place the weekend of May 4th and May 5th, and this was in Westminster. I think this stands for Maryland in the United States. So let's have a look. I haven't checked these out ahead of time, so I'm hoping that we're gonna actually get a chance to check out. Oh, Jacob Brandon's making the scene again. Oh, Jacob Brandon with it. He's so good. Sorry, that was a little over the top, don't you think? Winning with Cruel Boys. Or at least placing well with Cruel Boys. See anything else? Nope. Alright, Jacob Brandon, let's see your list. Orcans, Cruel Boys, Grin and Blades with the grand strategy, In and Out Lads, Gobsprack, Swamp Kala Shaman, Swamp Boss Scumdreck, and a Kill Boss with Stabgrot as the general. It's funny because I literally just finished my Big Wah tier list, and I put the Stabgrot at the bottom. But for 80 points was Super Sneaky, and Mork's Eye Pebble, like, you know, definitely gonna serve that castle. No Fastin, right? Super Sneaky, Mork's Eye Pebble, but no Fastin. Are we exactly 2,000 points? We are. So for 10 more points, we could have got Fastin. Choky Miss, Sneaky Miasma, okay. Battle Line, Gut Rippus, Hobgrots, okay. Other Dagox, Bolt Boys, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, Jacob. Okay. 2 Monster Killers in Wizard Finders, 2 reinforced Monster Killers, and no Bolt Boys. Oh no, 1 unit of 6 Bolt Boys. What's going on here? Jacob, where is he? I want to message him right now. Jeez, what's his name on Discord again? Like, are you blown away by this? Like, are you surprised by this? Again, I said I haven't looked at these ahead of time, but like, just saw your Cruel Boys list with 2 times reinforced Monster Killers. I want to talk to him about this. We need to talk. I'll find a funny gift to send later. Anyway, what crazy. I want to make a video out of this. I want to talk to him and see like what's going on. Like, I don't know what to say. Lots of monsters in the meta. That's what I'm going to guess, right? These things against monsters are crazy good at, like, screenings. They almost turn into anvils. So, crazy. Moving on. Oh, wow. Again, you know, it really sort of drives the point home that Cruel Boys are only doing well in the hands of a handful of people. And that, no, you don't see anybody else, right? It's like, well, we see Jacob Brandon with Cruel Boys, and then almost nobody else, you know? Like, he's winning, or he's placing well with Cruel Boys a large percentage of the time for players that are doing well with Cruel Boys. So, okay, here's another one. Warhammer Age of Sigmar, the US Open 2024. This took place in Arlington, Texas. May 17th and 19th that weekend. Lots and lots and lots of players. Over 100 players. Placings. Oh, there's a big wall list that did really well. Okay. What else do we see here? Bloodtooth list. All right. Not bad. Is that going to be it? Yeah, okay. So here we have a list. Nicholas Walters. For some reason, I feel like I've seen his name before. Playing Bloodtooth. Grand Strategy Wah. Okay, War Chanter with Arcane Tome and Get Him Beat. Weird Knob Shaman with the Great Big Green Handed Gork. Mega Boss on Makrusha as the General with Hulking Brute, Destroyer, and Fasten. That's going to be a scary monster. Another War Chanter with Fix and Beat. And a Scragrot the Loon King. I've seen Scragrot in Iron Jaws before. Maybe this is just the guy that we see do well with Iron Jaws. If anybody knows this person, send him my way. Scragrot the Loon King in Iron Jaws. He's just like it's his Fangs of the Bad Moon, and I think he still gets that command point that he can use, right? So like that's some value, but really he's just like a missile. Okay, 10 times Brutes, and then 2 times 6 Reinforced Gorgruntas. This is how I like to run my Iron Jaws. I love to run some Reinforced Brutes. They serve a different role, right? They take objectives, and that's the whole list. So, I mean, we've seen Iron Jaws lists like this before. It's pretty good. I personally have never played a Scragrot. I just feel like he's really expensive. But, this guy makes it happen. So good job, Nicholas Walters. Hit me up, man. Let's talk Iron Jaws. And then here's the other. I think this was the list that placed second. This one did better than the Iron Jaws list, right? Orclance Big Wah with Wah and Indomitable as the Triumph. For leaders, we have a Weird Knob Shaman with the Hand of Gorg, a Swamp Kala Shaman as the General, of course, with Shaman of the Chilled Lands, and Mork's Eye Pebble, so we're not going to see a Mega Boss in this list. Choking Mist, of course, all these are good spells, good choices. Then we have Gobsprack, 240 points, another War Chanter, nope, just our first War Chanter with Get 'em Beat, and then a Wargog Prophet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes. This is pretty standard what you see. Right, like generally speaking, I tend to see these 5 heroes with these, but the Wargog Prophet doesn't have glowing tattoos? Huh? How does that work? Sorry, one sec. We've taken Mork's Eye Pebble over glowing tattoos. Alright. Unit of Gut Rippers. Unit of Brutes, and then a unit of Hobgrot. So this is our minimum battle line. So when I scroll down a little bit further, what I'm expecting to see is lots of Iron Jaws, pigs, and like Ragers and things like this. Reinforced Gorgruntas, single unit of Gorgruntas. So this is Iron Jaws played as Big Wah, is what this is. It's like we're going to meet our minimum Iron Jaw, or our minimum requirement. We're going to play some really good heroes, and then we're going to drop in like just a ton of like Iron Jaws, like Bloodtooths stuff, right? 60 points under. Really trying for that Triumph, hey? Andorian Acolytes, Warlord. So what's our second enhancement? We're playing Warlord. What are we taking? It's probably just a mistake. It's probably glowing tattoos. It's probably just a mistake on like writing the list. But with a Warlord, I don't see what other enhancement we're taking here. Right? Like, do you? I don't see it. It's not spells. So it's probably just meant to be there, but it's not. 60 points under. In a list like this, I almost want to see a second War Chanter, but maybe not. Actually, probably not. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pigs, right? That's what this is. It's Bloodtooth as Big Wah. And it can do well, So, good job. Frederick Schmidt. Hit me up, bro. Let's talk. Inland, Northwest, Spring Open. The last time Age of Sigmar GT. This took place the weekend of May 18th in Spokane, Washington. 33 players. Looks good. Let's see if any orcs or anything did well. OBR, Gits. We'll look at a Gits list. Oh, Bloodtooth list. All right. Iron Jaw's having a good May, relatively speaking. And then we're all the way down to 14 for a big wall list. So let's look at our Iron Jaws list that did well. Bloodtooth, Wah, no Triumph selected. Okay, so Mega Boss on Makrusha is going to be our general with Mega Bossy and Destroyer and Weirden as the mount trait. So we're looking at a. I mean, this doesn't surprise me because Blizzard exists, and you don't want to get blizzarded with a Makrusha. It's nice to be able to, ward off those Blizzard mortal wounds. And maybe there's lots of other stuff going on in the meta. And then a second Mega Boss on Makrusha, this time with an Amulet of Destiny. And I guess we're taking Warlord, because here we're taking Minen. I don't know how I feel about this. 2 artifacts, 2 mount traits? Are we double Warlord? I guess so. We're double Warlord. Oh my lord. What a different list. So we're taking double Warlord. We're taking 2 Makrushes, 2 War Chanters, and 2 Weird Knob Shamans. 1 with Hoarfrost, 1 with Teleport. Right, so we're like Teleport. But at this point, like, I would have just loved to see one of these Weird Knobs be the General. Do you know what I mean? If one of these Weird Knobs is the General, then they just take Shaman of the Chilled Lands. And if they take Shaman of the Chilled Lands, is Minen really better? Amulet of Destiny, right? Just more wards, right? Just a 6-up ward. So I see, that's what this guy's going for. He's like, well, I'm going to play Amulet of Destiny and Minen on the same guy. Right? And then Weirded on the other. So it's like, okay, we're going to just like throw a bunch of like wards on things. I would have almost preferred it if the General was this one. Or if, sorry, if Destroyer... Actually, I don't know. Sorry, this is taking me a sec to really process and think about here. Right? Because we got our Mega Bossy, right? And our Mega Bossy gives us that Mighty Destroyers, even if something else has already got it. And then we have our Minen, and our Minen is the one that lets us does D6 stomp instead of D3 stomp. No Fasten, but we do get to Mighty Destroyers a lot. So like everything is getting Mighty Destroyered up the table. And then we just have an MSU Gorgruntus. 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Gorgruntus. So what I imagine on the table is it's like you have you're splitting the army in half. Each side has 2 units of Gorgruntus in the front, followed by a War Chanter and a Weird Knob, and then a Mega Boss on Makrusha. So it's like pigs go in, right, and then the Makrusha's in the back, and everything's moving because 6 units are getting Mighty Destroyered. I'd love to know how this played. I mean, he did well, right? He plays pretty well. Or she, maybe. Jennifer Morningstar. Sorry. Jennifer Reason. Very interesting. Hey, Jennifer, hit me up. Let's talk. I'd be super curious to know how this played out. Really different list. Good month for Iron Jaws. Christian Broxton, or Kristen. Playing Trugs Trogherd. Doing well. Grand Strategy, Slayer of Sorcery, interesting. Our general is Trug. Mollog. Oh man, what am I getting myself into? Are people just playing a bunch of crazy stuff because 3rd edition is ending? No, people don't do that. People try to win and they try to play strong stuff when they go to these GTs, especially when they do well. I don't even know what Mollog does. I gotta look him up. I have to actually check and see. Where do I even find him? I mean, is he a hero? I guess so. Mollog. Let's learn together. I know that he's like 130 points. I don't even know what he looks like. That would really help if I could just see what he looks like. Oh, right, he's this dude. Okay. Regeneration. Okay. Spite Shroom. On a 5-up. -1 to hit. Okay, that's fine. Bat squigs. 18 inches, 2 up, 1 mortal wound. Whatever. Stalag squig. Okay, like a ward. Okay, whatever. Why? Is he just... Is he taking an artifact? No, I don't know. Hey, Kristen, hit me up. Let's talk. Shrug. And then, yeah, dank hold, reinforced rock guts, reinforced rock guts, reinforced rock guts, reinforced rock guts. So just a ton of rock guts and a dank hold. The dank hold probably fits in nice with the points, right? Because it's like where, you know, you have 170 points left over, or sorry, you have 190 points left over. So it's like, well, it'll be a dank hold, 1 dank hold. We'll hang out at the back. Just a ton of rock guts, sure. Trug's good, right? It's a pretty good list. Yeah, interesting. Okay, Canadian Tabletop Championships. This took place May 24th through 26th. This was in in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and it was this. I think this was the exception. This didn't have enough players, but I took it anyway. KO, Sylvaneth, Skaven, more KO. We're gonna look at one big WA list. It looks like that went 3 and 2. So keep in mind this is just a 3 and 2 list. Big WA, or sorry, is there? WA is our Grand Strat. We're going to Profit with Glowing Tattoos and Hoarfrost. Standard, Weird Knob Shaman, to Great Big Green-Headed Gork. Get him beat on a Ward Chanter, Fix and beat on a Ward Chanter, and Tusk Boss. With Hulk and Brute Destroyer and Fasten. Ard Boys. Gouger, Ard Boys. So it's just a lot of bunch of Ard Boys and some Gore Gruntas. Or Gougers. No hammers. Just no hammers. This list is going to really lack in damage. Are your Ard Boys your hammers? Or your Gougers your hammers? The Gougers look like they're off on the flanks and all the Ard Boys are in the middle. Yeah, I don't know. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. Like, you don't even need... You could just remove the... How many points we got left over? These could just be... Gruntas. Gore Gruntas instead, and they would be better. And then for 350 points on the Tusk Boss, like we have Battle Line without it. But again, like I said before, I think I was saying this in my Big Watt tier list video, but a lot of times the only time that you're ever going to see like big pigs is if people are like, oh, like big pigs are sweet, I'm going to take them all. And that to me looks like what this list kind of is, right? Like, oh, I have 3 of them and I love them, they look fantastic and I want to play them on the table, and so here we are. But kind of lacking in the damage department. We'll certainly stall. Like, this list will definitely stall and make it to that +1/+1. And we do have 2 War Chanters, so maybe if you delay long enough, you can kind of start outputting damage. So, yeah, like, it's fine. It was a 3 and 2 list, right? So, anyway, let me know what you think. Come join the Discord. Tell me why I'm wrong. Till then, like, subscribe. Wah!